is good, everybody? I'm back, you're back, we're back with another live stream. Check, testing, check, 1, 2, checking the mic, checking the sound. Hopefully everything is okay. As I always say, definitely hope you and your family are doing well today, as well as friends, loved ones, all of that. But today is July 11th, 2025. A wonderful Friday so far. A little bit of a interesting Friday for myself. I'm not going to go into details, but just had to handle something here at home. But got that done, and then just kind of just chilled out and was chilling, watching a couple of the Avengers movies from the OG Avengers flicks, which those are still standing the test of time. But I did go over some picks for today's slate or tonight's slate. As I always say, go over here to Twitter, follow me over here at Vortex46 for all of my picks, or at least some or most of my picks that I decide to share. Specifically, I do have 2 currently in, and I'm going to look to do hopefully 2 or 3 or 4, whichever comes first, for tonight. It's Fridays. Today is Friday. Excuse me, not Fridays, but today is Friday. And usually Fridays are not my best days to bet, which is why my picks are currently so low. Just because in the past, as many of us as bettors will do, we will place several tickets and either one or none of them hit when you're hoping for at least a few of them, especially when you post, multiple tickets. So for me, Fridays literally is like the worst betting day for me currently in the entire week, which is very interesting because the weekend you would figure that, you're coming off of work or whatever, school, however you're living your life, and you're hoping to have a start to your weekend on the up, and I'm pretty much down when it's pertaining to my Fridays, but what can you do? But here goes one of my first tickets here that I just literally put together, posted and everything about an hour ago, which is a 4-leg 3+ HRRs, and that's pretty much to get Augustin Ramirez, Stowers, Yoshida, and Abreu to get 3+ HRRs. These are literally, the HRRs is like technically like my baby, the one that I will either cash the most or come close to cashing every single time. And then I'm also doing my more aggressive picks, which is the 5+ total bases, like a 2-leg, which I still have yet to fully commit to just taking in straight up bets. But I eventually will get back to that, because I usually tend to do single bets, because I always say that single bets is where it's at. The other pick here is for Jesus Sanchez and Mickey Moniak to get 4+ HRs. I just put this one in, posted it 3 minutes ago. Here specifically, both picks are on DraftKings. I want to say pretty much all of my picks will be over on DraftKings here. And as always, I use Prop Finder, but we'll dive into the reasons as to why I picked those specific batters for those specific tickets. Now I'm going to be rushing a little bit because I know that I know for sure, as I'm going to the app that I use when it's pertaining to MLB. Yeah, so okay. So I actually have a little bit of breathing room here. So the first couple of games don't start until 7:05, roughly maybe 7:10. So I will gladly accept that because I literally thought that the first game was, the usual 6:35, 6:40. So I'll gladly take that. But let's see. So Cleveland, I want to say Cleveland won the first game. Yeah, they did, 4-2. Who was it? Shami and Carlos Santana, and who was the other one? And Martinez. All 3 of those batters hit home runs specifically for them. Now we could look at them at the weak spot for that specific game that did happen. It was the very first game, as an early game, and we always say as bettors, you try your best not to put the very first game, which is like 3-4 hours ahead of the other games. You try your best not to attach that one game with the later games, because usually that, for the most part, statistic wise, doesn't really work out that well for most bettors. So when you're even looking at this stuff, because I ended up putting Toshman and Quan on a ticket for them to get 3+ HRRs, just kind of just threw something together, see if this will hit. They were in a weak spot. I looked at their stuff. Toshman, what did he do? He went to bat only 2 times. Interesting enough. Well, he DH'd. That's why. So, yeah, that one didn't work out. Robert, last name Robert, he hit a home run. Forgot to mention that. So he actually had 4+ HRRs today. 1 hit, 1 run, 2 RBIs, and a plus the home run. And see, Ramirez, that's why I didn't put him on a ticket. He only got a run. He struck out twice. Quan didn't do anything, so he, of course, did not cash my ticket. Pretty much the rest of Cleveland didn't do anything, and pretty much the White Sox didn't do anything. So there's a possibility that the second game could be better. Again, possibility, but there's no real actual, like, what am I trying to say? Like, it may not happen. There's no guarantee. That's the word. There's no guarantee that that's the case, and it could still be a low scoring game and Guardians win again, or, you know, White Sox score 9+ runs. It could be high scoring game. Who knows for sure what's going to happen in the second game. But I don't think I'm going to put a pick in that game anyway, but we'll see what happens. So this game here, one of the first games, 7:05 or 7:10, whichever time it decides to start on the East Coast for my specific time, because I live in PA. So I know for sure that I've seen some folks on social media put Seiya down on a ticket. I was more so considering Tucker, because who was it? Was it Tucker and Swanson? That's what it was. I think it was mainly Tucker and Swanson. Because when I'm looking at their info, at least for the weak spot even, slug is 497 for Tucker, ISO's 214. Swanson has a 294 slug with a 59. Now again, this is per their batting position itself, not necessarily specifically their key information. Now Tucker has a 877 OPS. That also can tie into and factor into him possibly going yard tonight. I did kind of look at and glance at Bush, but yes, Swanson, I'm going to be probably more than likely maybe putting him down for a 3+ HRR, because I'm going to be looking to do like another 4-leg, but it'll be 4 different batters from 4 different games for tonight's slate, hopefully. Because I was looking around a little bit and trying to really gauge who could possibly do something tonight for my specific Friday, because again, it's Friday for me, so anything's possible, right? But again, I'm hopeful that I can get, maybe 1 win or a couple of wins tonight. We'll see. I literally have yet to even sweep the board when it's pertaining to Fridays, as far as my knowledge. So against lefties, so he is only green in the, okay, so he's all right. So he's 50-50 away, green during the night, green during the month of July. He currently does not have, okay, so versus lefty, his slug is sitting on 500. Interesting stuff. But he's struggling batting 6. So he has a 46 pull with a 53 hard hit. Metrics wise, he's just down. So reason why I'm bringing up Swanson, so I ended up having him down on my ticket. I want to believe it was the 8th. Of course, he didn't come through, right? I think it was for 2 total bases. He didn't come through. I didn't put him on the ticket the next day, and he did something. Yeah, he did. He at least had 2 HRRs. And I didn't put him down for anything yesterday. And as you see, he had 4 HRRs along with 3 total bases. He didn't do anything there. He had a double. So it was just like I missed out. I didn't look his way yesterday. So the consideration for him is still there. PCA, he's a bum to me currently. He went yard twice. Didn't even look his way yesterday. And this cat went out here and succeeded at the thing that I've been, kind of patiently waiting for him to kind of wake up, because I really haven't put him on any tickets since, I think it was like the end of June, if I remember correctly. Because since then, because he's been more down as you're looking at his info. When it's pertaining to his HRR, when it's pertaining even to his total base, you can even consider his hits. I was just like kind of just patiently waiting to see if he'll wake up, if he'll have some consistency. And as we're really looking here, if you've been taking him for 2 total bases, sure, but he just hasn't had consistent every single game where he's at least getting 1 hit, excuse me, he had 2 hits, so I apologize. I was looking at the wrong thing. But total base wise, if he was at least consistently getting 1 total base or more, then I would have considered looking his way. But again, I'm kind of glad I haven't really done anything with these games here in the early month of July. But if I just looked his way, because he was green yesterday, just saying he was, so I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna just kind of chill and not place him on the ticket. So let's relook at Seiya here. So Rodon is pitching, and Rodon struggles, right? He just struggles in general. He allows hits, but he does get a little bit of strikeouts, right? More recently, when it's pertaining to the batters, I guess every other batter that he's been facing has been hitting the ball in the air. As far as distance wise, he did allow the home run to Nimmo recently on the 5th, a few days ago. But let's see. Again, I might consider putting Seiya down, because usually if it's per a trend, usually when he has a day, whether it's 5 or 4 or 3 HRRs, he usually goes again the very next day, and he's usually getting 3 or more. So he's mostly green. Okay, his pool is higher than his hard hit, but the only thing is he hasn't been getting under the ball recently. See, the month of July is doing great. Fridays he's doing great. Against the AL he's doing great, and against lefties he's doing great. And he's 50-50 batting third, but his slug is 536. Now he is a lefty. Right, no, excuse me, a righty, and he's facing off against the lefty. So this definitely is a batter that I see why cats are putting him down. Now let's look at my specific cats. Specifically, I forgot that I put them in the queue. So Stowers is like one of my main batters that I'm gonna go with, that I'm for sure gonna put down for. I believe he's gonna be one of the batters that I put down for the 4+ HRRs tonight. He's facing off against Dean Kramer. I just wish that I could. Oh, here we go. So Kramer, he does allow hits, but not, more recently he hasn't been allowing that many. Now, he did allow 8 against Atlanta. So technically, if it's a trend, he would allow, 6 or 7 or 8 the very next game. So, which is tonight. So that's why I feel like Jesus, Ramirez, and Stowers are going to be the batters, and then maybe even Hicks, even because he's a lefty. He may do something tonight. Okay, they just updated more lineups. Let's refresh real quickly. Get that in. Come on, come on. And like I said, I'm going to try my best to be quick today. Now, the last stream I did, I was dozing off because I was just tired. I've been tired more recently because I was just kind of wasn't feeling well. Working. I think more so because work was just kicking my butt in my body. My body hadn't been used to running like that in a long time. So, yeah, work has been an interesting thing. Okay, so Sir Stowers. He has a 60 hard hit, 53 pull. His ground ball is low. So again, when you even look at his StatCast, he's getting under the ball. Let's look at his metrics. 13% barrel over the last 15. Let's look at the last 5, 20. So he's right there. So he just might go yard. So he's a batter that I'm also gonna more than likely put him on a like a 2 or 3 leg parlay for a home run. That's the other thing I want to mention. So I got to be quick about this. Who I want to put him with on 2 of these slips. Look at his stuff. Away and at night, he's green. Month of July, he's green. Fridays, he's green. Versus righties, green. And per all the info, away and at night and versus righties and batting fifth, his slug is 500 or higher, and the highest is batting fifth, and I think that's where he mostly bats. Yep. So that's one batter that I have. But let's look at Hicks because I didn't get a chance to look at him. Because I just want to see what he's looking like here. Oh man, he doesn't have anything for the last 5. Not even the last 15. Okay. All right. Where? Oh yeah. Xavier. Last time I put you on the ticket was like mid-June or something. Maybe the beginning of June. Probably even May. I think it was more so maybe even April, because I was trying to, work my way through trying to figure out how, because I hadn't really bet on baseball really all that much until this season, and was just kind of just like rolling through just rolling through and just learning stuff. So his only green spot is just the month itself. He's had 4 games of 4+ HRRs, which is good. In the last 20, he's at 6. Okay. He pretty much averaged 4 last year against the O's. Still could be a consideration, though. Oh, wow. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay. All right. So that's that. So Sir Jackson, I didn't put you on a ticket since same thing. I think since mid-June. Mid-July. What am I saying? I don't know why I said mid-June. Mid-July. Well, yeah. Mid-June, really. To the last week of June. Because he's been, sort of kind of doing something. I think he went yard a couple of times. He went back-to-back on the 6th or the 8th. That was the only time he had 5. I missed out, especially the 8th, because I was considering putting him down for, I think it was 4 HRs, and I didn't. And he went out there and had a blast, so I missed out. So today, He does well batting against righties. He's batting great on Fridays, actually. If anything, I would probably put him on probably like a 6-leg 2+ HRR. I'll probably do that for Jackson. Now, per the weak spot, the only weak spot that is showing for my O's is Gunner. He's the only one sitting in the weak spot. He has a very high hard hit, which is great. So he's had back-to-back games with 4+ HR, so I missed out yesterday. And technically the day before, too. He's doing good at home, at night, month of July. Oh, come on, laptop there. And really great on Fridays. And versus righties. And he does good batting third, which is his spot. So if I would do anything with Gunner, I'd probably just take him in a single home run ticket for. Or I might just do Holiday and Gunner 2+, maybe 2+ HRRs along with a few other batters, and I might even feel froggy and put him down for a 2-leg 3+ total bases. That might be a thing. Matter of fact, I'll do that right now. I'll just say screw it. I'm sitting there thinking about I'm like, that's the one, and is that one I want to, like I said, I want to do Star Wars for sure for home run. That's why I said I gotta try to hurry up here. Get it in. Get it in, baby. I don't want to do anything. So I'll do eventually when I have today I could have really done some research as far as because I was off, but I was just chilling. Today was just like a chill day for me, just kind of chill. But again, something happened here at home and I'm like I had to handle it. I'm like, dag, I wasn't expecting this to happen here at the house, but you know, that's life. Let's see. So Jackson, interesting enough, Holiday's Holiday's total bases for 2 is a +125. Interesting stuff. And then 255 for 3. So then what's Gunner's? Where are you, sir? You're way up here at the top. So yours is -115 and then +175 for 3. So I'm going to go on ahead and be a little aggressive with this one. I'm going to take them to get 3+ total bases. Parlayed it +700. Boom and boom. Got it. And let's hope for the best for this one. See if this will cash. Hopefully it does, right? And the hope is that my O's for third straight game wins tonight, because I should have just took us for a specific ticket for us to win the money line. We were the underdog in both games yesterday and we won. So won both games. So I'm like, man, why didn't I just do that, right? That would have been a great winning ticket yesterday. But I didn't even think about it. It didn't pop in my head. So what can you do? All right. I'm pausing for a brief moment to share this ticket in the betting groups that I'm in, so that way that is done. That's pretty much what I'm trying to do to make sure that I don't forget to post said pics, because the games will be starting soon. And the only other reason why I didn't stream was because, like I said, I was kind of chilling out and I was just waiting for lineups to be officially made and set up for these games, so that I then can do some actual research on what I want to do. Even though I did look at some stuff earlier in the day, it was just like, let me see. 3+ total bases. Now I'm posting it on my Twitter. Alright, back to the fold. Let me look at Norby real quick. He's righty versus righty. He actually bats well. It's just his ISO's low. Mostly red, but he's been getting under the ball a little bit. All right, green away, green at night. 50-50 in month of July. He struggles on Fridays. He's green against the AL. He's green against righties. Still could be a possibility for maybe 2 total bases. But again, he's a righty. Because Kramer, he struggles against righties. Yeah, so I forgot to mention that my pick is a bit risky because Stowers is a lefty. Kramer does well against lefties. So we'll see. All right. Now, Boston, they have been on a hitting tear lately, but they did not. I don't think they scored their team total runs. I don't think. Now, I did not look at it. I was only going to guess and say that their team total run was a 5. It was at 4.5. But I don't know. Maybe they did, because they did score 4 runs. They did win 4-3 yesterday. So the question today is, they're playing against one of my favorite teams to watch and play, but they're not like my favorite team to just like root for. It's just that I just enjoy watching the Rays play the game. So what I'm more than likely going to do is because what I showed y'all before, I did have, let's go back to my Twitter. I did have Ramirez and Stowers on that ticket. So let's look at, oh wait, the wrong game. So Ramirez is what he's doing. Anytime he does get HRs, is literally 3 or more. Kramer struggles against righties. Now, as you see, Ramirez is struggling against the pitch mix. But he's green on away, 50-50 at night, 50-50 in the month of July. But he's super green on Fridays. Look at that. 348 average with a 783 slug. 50-50 against righties, but he's greatly green batting fourth with a 258 batting average, 515 slug. And when you look at his StatCast, he's been sort of kind of getting under the ball. 46 hard hit with a 46 pull. And then metrics, he's, mildly green here. So I was just like, he possibly could handle business tonight. And then the homie, like I said, the homie Stowers, we already went over most. He's mostly green, getting under the ball. And yeah, we went over this stuff already for him. So, because I'm going to put him down on 2 or 3 leg home run in a moment. It's 6:42 now. I want to probably put that ticket in within the next 5 minutes. So that's that. But then, like I said, we look at, because Aranda, he's actually he's a part of my list, right? Yeah. I'm feeling like I need to go back to the well with Aranda. It's more likely going to be HRRs. He's taking on Hunter Dobbin. Now, Hunter Dobbin does not, I don't think, no, he does not have any info. But he's a righty. Aranda's a lefty. Okay? So when you even look at his metrics, he's like basically like practically almost green all across the board over the last 15. Last 5, same thing, practically green. StatCast, 40% pull, 80% hard hit, 0 ground ball. So when he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it up most of the time, which is great. So he has a chance of hitting a home run. So I'm more than likely going to take Stowers and Aranda and put them on a home run slip. So he's green away, green at night. He's struggling on Fridays, but he's green in the month of July. But he's greatly green versus righties and pretty much super green batting second. So this is the reason why I was like, he might go yard tonight. That's what I'm feeling for him, on top of him getting 4+ HRRs. So that's the second batter. Like, I just feel like I want to do 3 legs. 3-leg parlay. But let's look at Cameron as well. Good junior. Now yesterday I actually felt good about him going yard yesterday, of hitting a home run, and I just didn't put him on a ticket or take him in a straight up pick. And I missed out on him hitting a home run yesterday. So it was a back-to-back night for him. Or day, or should I say, whatever. Alright, so he's struggling away. 50-50 at night. 50-50 in month of July. Struggling on Fridays. He's green versus righties. And he's 50-50 batting 4th. Again, there's a chance that he could go the 3rd straight game going yard tonight. His odds is plus 420. Well, I want to say that's the best odds for him. So Chandler, I put him on a ticket. I think it was the 9th. Yeah, it was the 9th, and he didn't come through. So he didn't come through yesterday either. He just had the one hit. So actually, no, I think I had him on a 6-leg for two. I think it was a 2. What was it? 2+ HRs or 2 total? It was something. So he did get whichever one he did. I think he got it, but yeah, I'm just trying to remember specifically what I did with the pick for him specifically. Okay, so he's pretty much 50-50 most of the main splits, except for the month of July, where it's showing that he's actually doing really well. Man. So he's on a trend, if you really look at it. Didn't get it on the 30th. He got it on the 1st. Didn't get it. Didn't get it. Got it. Didn't get it. Got it. Didn't get it. So he's like, since, I guess, like the 5th. You know, he's every other game he's getting 2 hits, or, you know, basically 2 hits, 2 or 3 total bases. So yeah, it might be something you want to consider. Oh wait, hold on. No, Simpson. That's what I was trying. Okay. So nothing really standing out. Yeah, he's a every other day hitter basically. Currently. So Mr. Josh, his brother is out currently with the oblique, if I remember. Basically, I'm gonna put some real time into placing these doubles, even if it's just a 2-man, because the doubles usually are like +3. Was it like plus, like a high +3 300 something, and then low to mid +400 most of the time. So of course, if you just do 2, that's $10 down, will get you back, basically like what, I guess like $100 some odd dollars. Okay, all right. So they don't have any info on the lineup for Tampa yet. Okay. And this is why I also say still look at the cats that are even in the red, because you never know. Because yes, I mostly look at this. Look at the barrel of the last 5, 40%. Sheesh. Sort of kind of getting under the ball lately. Even the last 15. His hard and pull is tied. So is this thing. Because you just never know. He just might send one. His July, he's super green here. 50-50 Fridays. 50-58 batting 9th. That's where he mostly bats too. Yeah, Danny, he sort of kind of be doing some things. Yeah, and when he does get HRs, he usually gets 3. So that's good to see, good to know. Yandy. You're mostly green in the pitch mix, sir. Okay. Everything's well, I guess like super green for the 2025 EV. Okay, he's basically green in all the main splits. He just hasn't been successful lately. Okay. Alright. Now, so Drew, who allows hits, right? Let's see. So, Dorn, you did your thing on the 8th and the 9th. You just didn't do anything yesterday because I put him down on a ticket and he didn't do anything yesterday. Just mad because I missed out. Month of July, he does really great. Roddy's doing well. But batting first, where he usually bats, he still does well. It's just like a decent green. I know you may consider putting him down for total bases. Oh, look at that. He's like a double machine the last 10. It's like almost practically every other game. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, no wonder he was getting those doubles because his ground ball is 40%. Because he could possibly technically get a double tonight. And Drew, he does allow a lot of ground balls. So it's just something to consider. Okay. Sir Abreu, you did come through for me on the, I think it was well, at least on the ticket that I had, he came through for me 2 days ago. I think I did take him yesterday too, but he did not come through for me. So that's why I went back to him tonight. You look at his stuff. His pull and hard hit is the same, 40% ground ball. All of that is good. He's mostly green against the pitch mix. Metric, last 15, 13% barrel, 20% barrel. Because he had been recently hitting homers, right? Over the last 10 games, he had 5. So 50-50 at home, 50-50 at night. Month of July, doing great. Fairly decent on Fridays, but still green. Fairly decent versus righties. And he bats really well, batting 5th, where he mostly bats at. So that's why I decided to take him on a slip. Plus he's, the opposite batter too. So that's that. All right. So the rookie, Chase, is up again. The question is he going to allow, 4 or 5 hits, 6 hits tonight? That's the question at hand. He currently only has 2 pitches, a 4-seam and a slider. So per everything, Goodman and Moniak are like the top cats that are possibly going to either go yard, get a lot of HRRs, total bases, stuff like that. I did not really look at Goodman at all. Actually, this is my first time looking at him, really. So I want to see. His barrel's great the last 5. So he's been hitting more ground balls more lately. Last 5. He actually did the job that I needed him to do a few days ago. So he also had, so he had a home run. He had the 5 total bases. He had 5 HRRs. So what can you do? I missed up. Green away, green at night. 50-50 in the month of July. 50-50 on Fridays. Green versus righties. Green batting 3rd, where he mostly bats. I can see why people, because some folks did take him for a home run tonight. But I'm going with the opposite bat. I'm trying to see something with Moniak tonight. Look at that barrel, last 5, 40%. 80% hard hit, 80% pull, 40% ground ball. Dude has been doing some things. 50-50 at night and at home. Away. Fridays he's struggling. But against righties. 5.55 slug with a 2.62 average. He does really great batting 2nd. So that's one of the main reasons why I picked him. No, I did. I put him on my my ticket with Jesus Sanchez tonight. But I'm curious if he would go yard tonight. That's the other thing. Against the rookie. Oh, gotta look at the other squad. So Steer went yard yesterday. Look at that. 60-60 pull and hard hit. 20 ground ball. Just interesting stuff that your boy was a random yesterday. His slug is great on Fridays. It's fairly decent versus righties. 50-50 batting 6, where he mostly bats at. Okay. So Ellie. So Benson was on the weak spot 2 days ago because he went yard. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. I saw it. I didn't even consider putting him down on a ticket. He's mostly green in his metrics. I mean, his metrics. He's batting good on Fridays. Struggling batting 8th though. Okay. But his home run is like 300. So I'm curious. They just let me look at Della real quick. Yeah, let me hurry up. I mean, I might just do. Let me see. Sheesh, hard hit 100. Last 5. Yo, son. He's due to go yard. That's the thing. The question is, would he do it tonight? He's facing off against a righty. That's the only question, dog. I don't know. Cause man. Okay. Okay. He's been more so getting singles. Alright. I don't know. I'm just not really fully seeing it, even though he had that 100% hard hit. Okay. Alright, so Austin Hayes, he's green away and at night. Super green on Fridays. He's great green batting 4th, where he bats the most. So the question would be, would he get 3 or 4 HRRs tonight? Would be a question at hand. Oh, Tyler, sir. Hmm. $67 hard hit. 53 batting average. Excuse me, ground ball. That's probably why, because he got some doubles here. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go here. Green away, green at night. Green in the month of July. Like gravy green in the month of July for real. Bats great batting versus righties, and he bats fairly good batting first. Could be a 2 total base batter. No, I haven't even looked at Ryan in a while. Those barrels up last 15, but down the last 5. It's just Fridays he does well. He just hasn't woken up from being down. Okay. Give me one moment here. Oops, let me do that. Or did I? So Cattell has been like letting me down recently, because I kept I think I bet on him like 3 or 4 times in the last five games he's played, and he just hasn't come through. Like, he's been green for the most part. He just hasn't been able to find the ball. That's the only thing that sucks. I mean, he had 3 total bases last night, which is good. I just don't know if he's going to come through tonight. Suarez. Look at you struggling against the pitch mixer. He has a great slug on batting 4th. He bats great on Fridays. And like, well, better. He bats better on Fridays. It's a lefty. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. So he's struggling more against righties. He only has 1 home run against Tyler. Let me just do, because this game's about, these couple of games are about to start. And I don't want to lose this pick that I see. So I'll just more than likely do this 2-man. Probably come back. Oh, crap. So I can't do Stowers. Darn it. I was going to put Stowers on. Well, hold on. Maybe I could do if it'll let me. Like, do a live. Nope. Nope. I did say I needed to hurry up. And Sanchez is up. Okay, so if I put Stowers down for a home run, this is a live pick plus 350, and then try to hurry up. And then just put come on, FanDuel. Because it wouldn't let me do it on DraftKings, but I can hopefully do it on. Come on. So Ronda's a plus 500 on FanDuel. So hurry up. I'm just going to put this in real quick. Accept it, accept it, accept it. Oh, Stowers dipped down to plus 340. That's fine. All right, ticket got placed just in time. Just before your boy probably went up to bat. Okay. Back to the mashing. Oh. Oh yeah. I was supposed to put Profar down on a ticket, and I forgot. And he hit a home run yesterday. I was definitely gonna put him down for HRRs, and I forgot. Yeah, look at that versus lefties. Look how beautiful that is. This is like great, and then he's doing great against batting fifth. So I'm really considering putting him down tonight. Let's see. Maybe I do. Maybe I just do that. Maybe I do. Okay, he bats great 6. See, Scooble's pitching. Like, I really want to bet on some batters for Seattle, but Scooble's pitching, so he it's like not a might, but he's probably more than likely going to get a lot of strikeouts tonight against Seattle, but we'll see. I would rather just like not. If anything, I would rather just bet Scooble for strikeouts. So what I'm probably going to do is put... We'll do McKinstry and Profar for 3 HRRs. me see something real quick. Oh, somebody got on base for the Cubs. Tucker. Didn't I say something about Tucker? I did say that in the beginning of the stream. Okay, so Lopez got a hit for the Marlins. Stowers is next up at bat in the second inning, top of the second inning, whenever that occurs. Oh, they walked Diaz for the Rays. All right, I just wanted to look at that. So next up is going to be, I said Profar. Whoa, hold on. Which game is first? Hold on, which game is first? Oh, it's too late. Because the game just started. It's too late. I was going to put McKinstry down for Seattle. Let me see. Huh? I could put McKinstry down for 2 HRRs. And then I just gotta hurry up. And then I'm gonna do that. We'll do that. So I'll just do, since I couldn't do the one that I wanted, I just put it in McKinstry and Profar to get 2 HRRs as a parlay. Try to get back a few bucks from that one. We'll see. And some other I forgot. So Profar is definitely one. I was gonna put Colt Keith down. I forgot. Because this is what he looks like. I think I was gonna do 3 HRRs with him. Because look at his metrics. Look at that hard hit StatCast was 80. No ground ball because he's just been hitting the ball in the air. So, more recently he had 2 home runs over the last 5, 4 doubles in the last 10, and just been practically, almost, well, basically he's averaging 3 HRRs over the last 10. You look at his splits green. On all of the main splits that I, pretty much look at. So, I wasn't paying attention to the time. I missed out. What can you do? All right. So for this one specifically, Parker's a lefty. So Cheerios green against Parker. Look at that. 500 batting average, 750 slug, 250 ISO. For the most part, getting 3 HRRs or more. 40 hard hit, 40 ground ball. Last 5. Per his thing. Been sort of kind of getting under the ball recently against lefties. So he's struggling at home, but does well at night. Does pretty much practically well the month of July. Does fairly good on Fridays. He does great against lefties, but he's struggling batting third. But you may want to still consider putting Cheerio down on the ticket. Did I look at no. I think he was like the only one that stood out for real. I think I looked at Durbin. He was 20% barrel. He has been getting under the ball a little bit. Just a smidge. Jackson Holiday got a double, baby. Let's go. I just need one more total base from him. Okay, Baltimore scored. Okay. Westberg got 2 HRRs. He got a hit and an RBI. I forgot to look Westberg's way. Okay. All right. Caminero got a hit and an RBI. Let's see. Let's see what happens with Detroit. Okay, we'll see. So Sir James Wood, he does bat well against lefties. He's just been struggling more recently. I don't think I put him on a ticket. I think it was after here. I think it was either the 4th or the 5th, if I remember, and he didn't do anything, and I didn't put him on any other my other tickets. So but he has great numbers. It's just pretty much like the same thing with I think it was PCA. But he's facing off against Dylan, DL, who like he's not really getting that many strikeouts, but he doesn't allow a lot of hits though. Like in the midst of his numbers being the way that they are, he's still handling business on the mound. So I don't know. I remember you from 2 days ago because he was on the Nathan was on the pitchers week spot, and I looked at him a couple times. I think I did look at him on stream too. And he hold on, did I stream? What day was that? Today's the 11th. Thursday, Wednesday. Yeah. I did look at him on stream Wednesday. Looked at him off stream and on stream. And I didn't even put him on the ticket, and he hit a home run. Yeah, another one. His info is like great per his splits. Just can't find the ball. So I'm not really seeing something with this game. If I want to, just looking to see if I want to put another ticket in, because I'm almost done with the stream pretty much. Now here's the thing. What I really want to do is I really want to take Addison for what is his home run? It's 350. I kind of really want to put Addison down for a home run tonight. Oh, one moment. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I heard a noise in the house. Had to go check. False alarm. Ben Rice hit a home run. Or no. Oh, it says something. I'm like, oh, Ben Rice hit a home run? Oh, Hearn. He came through. Westberg. It's 3 HRRs. Missed it. Missed that one. Alright. Yeah, so Barger, I'm like thinking about taking him on a straight bet. Cause look at his splits. Green away, green at night. He's doing great in the month of July. He's 50-50 on Fridays. Doing great versus righties. And super green batting fifth. That's why I'm like, I really want to put him down for a home run tonight. If not a home run, 4 HRRs, maybe 5. Let me look at George. Now George has been like struggling, which is probably why I haven't bet on him in a while. Not since like around here, I think, or even before. But he's been green. Yeah, green all across the board. He just hasn't been able to find the bat. Find the ball. But he's going against Luis, who allows hits. And he bats well against righties. Look at Vlad. He bats decent enough against righties. Now, I was on the money about Nick Kurtz, though, last night. Like, I felt like he was definitely going to go yard, and he did. I knew I should have put him down. As a straight bet last night. Yeah, see, he had the home run, and that was all that he had. Didn't do anything else. But look at his look at his splits. What he's doing as far as his stack cast. Look at that, green all across the board. 80% hard hit with the pool. Green away, green at home, green at night. 50-50 month of July. Green on Fridays. Green versus righties, but he's struggling batting third though. So he may not do anything tonight. I think Soderstrom went yard. He actually had 5 plus total bases, 8 HRRs. He does really well in the month of July. Batting great versus righties. He's batting great, batting 5th. So maybe he's 0-3 against Max though. He might be on the trim where he may not allow that many hits tonight against the Athletics. Okay, so yeah, what I'm probably gonna do, I didn't even look at the Dodger game tonight. See, Dustin allows hits, but the question becomes, are the Giants even going to get any hits tonight? Yeah, see, they're not doing too much. Willie sorta kinda is doing something. He's doing great in the month of July, but he's still struggling most of his splits. Jung Hoo Lee. Yeah, see, San Fran got some They got some things they gotta work on. Man, he's 0 for 17 batting 6. So one of those times batting 6, he's more than likely gonna hit a home run. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. See, man, I wanna see Will. He's going against Logan. Well, they're going against Logan. See, he allows hits, but he also gets strikeouts. I've been like hoping Will wake up. He just like he was doing great back here, and this is when I was putting him on tickets, but the tickets weren't cashing because the other parts of the ticket, you know, one of the batters didn't do their thing. But the last 3 games, he's just hasn't come through, and I'm like, maybe today is the day, or tonight, should I say? But he's on the day where he is struggling on a Friday. But his rest of his splits are green, son. His main splits, at least. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. If I even want to even bet on that game, on this game, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm good. I'm good for the day. Well, for the stream at least. If I might look at something. I might try to attempt to put Will down on something tonight. We'll see before I go to sleep. But I'm out. Thanks for watching. If you watched the entire stream, hope you and your bets cash tonight, as many as they hopeful will do. And let me just double check here, because it's Saturday. Usually there's early games on Saturday, but I gotta work the weekend. Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna do a stream tomorrow, because like I said, I get off at 3. Probably won't get home till 4. So yeah, probably not gonna be any streams over the weekend. Just put some slips together and just post them on my Twitter. So if you want to see the pics, go follow me on Twitter. But I'm out. Stay safe.